sweep. Shows him the stiff arm. What a run to get them into enemy territory, and he's out of bounds at the 40.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting him to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, and catch me off guard is relative. That's what you would say, the offensive player. I would say, listen, we're playing a little bit deeper because we're not going to give up the first down. We react to the short stuff, and obviously that's a quick, easy pass from the offense. Rally up, make the play, live to fight another down.
He'll be stopped short, picks up one, but they're facing 4th and 1.
Now, 4th down.
This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. Looking for a push on 4th down. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
You're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there is a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, 4th down, and it says run the ball and go for it. Even if you don't get it, your opponent's going to have to drive a ways. There's still a lot of football left to play. Hindsight's always 20/20, but that was an excellent decision by the head coach.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. And his throw is incomplete.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
11th play of this opening drive coming up, but this one, a 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Carr. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with this target.
Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Here's the handoff. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The Dogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Finds his tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Quarterback adapting. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a first down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. A first down run in the red zone. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense now. You're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, the TFL. Now you got a big 2nd down. You're probably expecting the offense to throw with a little bit more room to work at.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Dogs!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Moving. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick pass on the fly motion. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
This will make Irish eyes smile because they're shaking down thunder from the sky with this running game.
Just pound, pound, pound. What are you going to do? Are you going to meet the physical challenge of the Irish because they're ready to rumble?
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Scanning the field, it's Carr. Bringing the heat. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46.
Well, the sack on the last play obviously put them behind the chains. He's doing everything he can on this scramble to try and go and get the first down, but got to give the defense tons of credit. Not only do you get the sack the previous play, but you're able to chase down a pretty athletic guy and now set up fourth.
Crosses the 30, he's got away. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Here we go. They'll run it. It's Love. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle, but how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And the extra point is good. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To the air, it's Stockton. Quickly to the tight end. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. On the run, still looking. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Man, you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
Rolling right and going deep.
Offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw.
Going deep. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
Timeout.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on 1st down. Lets it go to the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
That's a decision the quarterback would love to have back. Down here in this area of the field, in the red zone, these windows, they close so quickly. Everything just has to be done a little bit faster. You got to be so much more precise, and as a result of being late on the throw, they turn it over in the red zone.
Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Back to throw, it's Carr. Here's the pressure. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Wants to throw on first down. Trying to get behind the defense. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. Kick it off to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe.
Brings it down on the right side. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. The offense setting up shop at the 46. First and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. On the run deep down the right side. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
Well, it's a second catch on the drive, and that's obviously a massive play for this offense. And he's starting to prove to his quarterback here that he's winning his one-on-ones, and he deserves some more looks.
On the run, it's Frazier. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Operating in the red zone here on second down. To the ground with the back. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They take the lead with the 6.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes, continue to feed this man the ball.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Price. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here come the Irish, back on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
So here they come going for it on 4th and long. The aftershocks of that earlier sack still reverberating. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. He gets it away from his own end zone. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Now they'll run it on the toss. Got enough space. Touchdown, Georgia. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Well, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3. 3 is the magic number for touchdowns.
Yeah, it's as easy as ABC. Goodness gracious. He's been getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants, however he wants. I might want to change something up or maybe focus on that guy that's getting the football a lot and scoring.
The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Price. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Ready to get moving. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
To the air, it's Carr. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Wide open, he makes the catch. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And they did tack on the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Making side adjustments here. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run. And the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
On the ground, it's Frazier. He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a first down.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So first down will open up the final period. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. The Bulldogs back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Catch in the middle. It's Belt. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Hand off from the shotgun. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Third down, red zone play, crowd alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. Makes the grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Dogs!
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a two-possession lead.
And the extra point is true, and they have a two-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Price. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Motion from the wide receiver. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short. Notre Dame right back to the line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Complete to the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Well, hats off to this defense and their ability to shut this guy down. He's one of the best receivers in all of college football. That was only his second catch of the game, and we're essentially in a 2-minute situation. They have risen to the challenge. They knew coming in they were going to have to limit him, but I don't know if they even thought they'd be able to do this good of a job.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Throws to the tight end. Fires it incomplete.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Throws for the tight end. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Under fire. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Back to pass on second down. Pocket breaking down. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Pressure coming. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive